What's up, good people? It is August 22nd. The year's 2020. Coming to you under very smoky California skies because we are being overrun by wildfires. And right now, Cal Fire is out there fighting tooth and nail to get most of them under control. Right now, here in Fresno, better known as the No, we are under a sky that is being bombarded by 9 different fires. So every day is very smoky, thick, and hazy. Those of you who aren't out and about, take care, be safe out there because breathing is very, very hard. You know, let me revisit Sister Kamala Harris. And yes, I said sister, because whether a whole bunch of y'all like it or not, she is a black woman. Jamaican father, Indian mother. Male dominant gene. Slave ship stopped in Jamaica first. She is a black American woman. So all that drag a whole bunch of y'all out there talking misses with it. You know, I've heard people say some things this week that I just kind of had to sit back and shake my head at. Some of you mad because she married a white man. Did nobody get mad when you was creeping around here with your white woman or your white man? Some of y'all mad because in her career in California when she was the district attorney, she locked up black folks. That's what her job required. Do you actually think that she was going to do that job and just lock up white folks and Hispanics and Orientals and not black folks? You know, I always find it funny because none of you ever say when white men held them jobs, they locked up black folks. Didn't hear none of y'all saying that. In fact, didn't hear much of nothing. You just went with the flow. Why? That's the way you are wired. It is something about us that the majority of you are wired to complain about black folks who are in jobs that white folks normally hold. For some reason, you seem to think that is strange. She was a district attorney. Yeah, she went to Hastings. I had a good friend who went to Hastings, who is smart as hell. But we have got to get out of this destroying our own because it don't fit your narrative. You mad because she didn't do what you wanted her to do, and half of y'all wasn't even paying no attention anyway. But now that this woman has been nominated as Biden's vice presidential pick, now y'all want to get mad and upset. Now y'all want to have an issue. Half of you didn't even know who she was until now. And now that you done Googled her and looked at her, oh no, not her. Look at her. She's not black. Y'all crazy as hell. You know, a lot of this is just the typical crab in a bucket issue. It ain't me, so let's talk it down and let's destroy it. You know, I also wonder about blacks who live in Canada, who live in Spain, who live in Germany. And I've had the pleasure to interact with black folks who live in Germany. They definitely go through a whole bunch of changes because the majority of them are immigrants who come in from Africa and Jamaica and St. Thomas, different places like that. And Europeans definitely do not want them there. Almost kind of like being here in the United States where everybody loves black culture, but got a problem with black people. And a whole bunch of y'all feed into that. Why, I don't know. Why we are so quick to destroy our own, I don't know. Earlier today, I was talking about reparations with a couple of friends. And my thing is this when it comes to reparations. Reparations would be cool. What would we really do with them? Would we take them and actually attempt to build our own self-governing, self-forming economy? Would we work with blacks from other nations to get trade established, to get business established? Would we actually pull together in the U.S. and do that? And I'm just going to come out and say it wholeheartedly. No, we would not do it. It wouldn't happen. Why? Because we can't agree on the simplest of things. Case in point, Kamala being Joe Biden's VP pick. We can't agree on that. Those who are willing to stand with her got to hear all this drama from those who feel she's not representing real black folks. And I'm still trying to figure out what is real black folks. Because like I said earlier in the week, the first man and woman of black descent that hit this country did not look like us. Far from it. I hate to tell y'all, but as much as y'all like to holler y'all black and proud and y'all pure, bullshit. None of us are. We are all mutts, homies, whether you want to admit it or not. Going back to the reparations thing, think about this. What if by hook and crook we woke up one day and they said, we're going to give Black America reparations? Those who have taken the time to vote. Those who do not vote, I'm sorry, won't be any coming your way. How would you feel? How would that make you feel? Would you become mad with those who have voted and now going to receive reparations? Would they become your enemy? Would you be upset with them? Now, even though I know some of you would still be okay because you have relatives who have voted. Therefore, they would hit the windfall. Would they be kind enough to give you some of their windfall? Who knows? But what if it went down that way? What if it went down and they said, we give him reparations only to those who have taken the time to vote? And they have a way of tracking who has voted, who has not. How would that make some of you feel? Would that be fair or unfair? How would you deal with that? Like I said, me personally, it wouldn't bother me. I have voted. I've always taken my time to vote. Mainly because that was always my right to. I always felt like I had to do it. Because people gave up their lives in order for me to have that right. I used to sit down and talk to my grandmothers and my great uncles. And they used to tell us stories about how people went through changes and been abused, and how black folks' homes were burned and destroyed just because they wanted to vote. We take for granted something that many black Americans used to do proudly, because we have let people convince us that our vote don't count. Our vote doesn't mean anything. Our vote doesn't do anything. There are many of us who buy into that unnecessarily, which is something that we have got to stop. Black America, one day, I would just like for us to be able to agree on one whole accord. Nobody selling out. Nobody backstabbing. Nobody sneaking off and telling the man what we doing. It is amazing that we as a people just refuse to do the right thing and work together. We got to always have a problem with what's going on. And that is just crazy. Here we have a sister who can get into a position to where she can actually do good for our people. But there's a lot of our people who are convinced, oh no, she's not there for us. She's there for the white man. We got to stop that, y'all. And I know some of you are sitting out there listening going, that nigga crazy. He actually buying into that. Yeah, there's a couple of cats I know in particular. I know that's exactly where they brain at. But one thing is a fact. I didn't get old being no fool. And I have definitely seen some things go down that wasn't good. And I've seen some things go down that's made some big strides and changes for Black America. One of them was the Black Panthers when they hit Sacramento and went to the Capitol and scared the holy shit out of Reagan when they approached him to speak with him about the carry laws. See, that's how the NRA got a foothold in California, because Reagan and his homies decided, ooh, these black men are walking around the Bay Area carrying shotguns and protecting their communities. We can't have that. And they found a way to take guns out of our hands. Black folks, if we do not start working together, the one thing that's going to happen to us is that we are truly going to destroy one another. You know, we always talk about police brutality and racism and things of that nature, but self-hate is a bigger evil than any of it. And whether y'all realize it or not, when we start putting each other down and talking each other down, oh yeah, that's a form of self-hate. Time out for that, y'all. Time out. Time for us to get it together, start working together, so we can move forward into the light and do something positive. Look here. Y'all have a good rest of the evening. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your people. Look out for one another. And I'll holler.